Boz, can you hear me? I think you're muted. I think.
Is this working?
Yes, sir.
Good. It was muted and deafened for some reason. Okay. The Phil DM.
All right.
We good to go?
Yes, sir. I mean,
Phil told me to tell him when he was. Did he DM you?
yeah. Did Phil DM you?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think the paranoia is pretty great. Is pretty real.
Oh, you got that.
I mean, I mean, the whole stream saw it. If anyone's watching, put it up on my laptop.
Well, yeah. All right. Oh, and Phil's coming out in cover 3 here. Oh my God. Right. Let me pull up the Oregon roster, so at least I know any of these players.
Oh, we got to get him to turn the commentary on. We're not listening to Reese Davis. I shut Reese Davis off day one. I can't listen to this guy. He screams after every play. It's unbelievable. He's like, first down, James Madison! Yes, we are kicking off the very first game in the history of college football in Better League.
I dropped the ball.
My name is Dan, joined by Boz. How are you, Boz?
I'm good. This is a very exciting one. This is a really David versus Goliath matchup we've got here. We got a number 4 ranked Oregon. They're like a 93 or 94 overall team. One of the best in the game, up against plucky JMU on their beautiful purple, not field, but beautiful purple uniforms.
Only some fields are not green. One of them
Only some.
is beautifully blue.
Hey, and that was a great start there for Phil. I think Phil's, you know, a lot of people have been talking about the difference in quality with the rosters and all that sort of stuff. But Phil knows football. That's what matters at the end of the day, right? And we'll see who plays football with this JMU squad.
For sure. Phil, probably a heavy underdog. I mean, we talked about how the team, there's not much of a team gap as we thought, but at the very least, James Madison is a big gap from everyone else. I mean, this is a bottom feeder as far as user teams go.
Absolutely, I think they're like a low to mid 70s, like in overall. But obviously, he's had tons of practice. He's been playing loads of user games, testing out the squad, getting used to the players, and he is at home.
Yeah.
And we know home does play a big advantage. So we'll see how much that can kind of be like an equalizing force here against Oregon.
Thank you, Matt, for telling me I was louder than Boz. Can't outshine our good friend Mark. Oh my God, that is a terrible throw from the quarterback. I have to be honest, guys. I don't really know much of college football, so I don't know any of these players. but
Yeah,
but I'm assuming this guy's not very good.
Yeah. Let me. Yeah, I'm not sure who his QB is, but that's he's on the run. He's on the run there. Maybe take your feet. No, that's what we probably say. But yeah, that's not what you need.
Alrighty, Morris drops back to throw, hits Ross, and he gets a few yards on past midfield. And Bill's starting with a really good drive here, Boz.
Yeah, and that's quarterback Dylan Morris, the senior, connecting with fellow senior Cam Ross there to get the first down. Look at us, we know the players.
Unfortunately, there's no neon or anything like to. Sometimes I'm like looking through my phone to try and find who these guys are on the fly, but that won't help us here. As Steele's D-line finally gets a big stuff loss of 2.
Yeah, and I think it's also tougher too because there's more players. There's a lot more players in your roster.
Yeah.
You know, Madden, you get a good idea, and we'll probably get there, especially once we're recruiting a lot of guys and figuring it out. But you know, for me, knowing basically any Boise State guys, it's like tough to remember all your starters and all your backups, and if they're good and if they're not good, and all that sort of stuff. But it's just a learning process. Once we're now in the league and moving, as we should find that this JMU squad is still marching down the field.
Yes, they are, in the very first drive in the history of college football, as far as medley goes. You know, lots on the line here, boss. Someone will be the greatest college football user ever in BL when this game's all said and done.
Surprised, you know. The other thing, right? You lose a game in Madden, right? You lose a game in Madden. You're 0-1.
Yep.
Not the end of the world. You're 0-2. It's not the end of the world. In college, it's a little bit different. You know, I'm not saying you can't lose games, but once you start, you can't lose 3, 4, 5, 6 games. I think that's playoffs where you can in Madden, you get a few extra games, but. You know, I think it looks like they fixed the poll logic and stuff like that, so it's at least a little bit better. So you're not going to get these kind of 8-6 teams and stuff getting there, but yeah, there's a lot. I think there's a lot more pressure when it comes to getting these wins.
Yeah, Connor talks about the concept of poll inertia a lot, and definitely in the early stages of the season, it's so important to get the wins needed to get up in the polls. And that's a nice corner route, but it is knocked out Madden 24 style.
Ooh. That's a tough one. That's a dart from Dylan. You know, we've had a few.
He's challenging it. What are you challenging him for?
Well, it's, college refs. You can't trust them, can you?
That was a questionable one. I don't know what he was looking at there. I mean, the ball got knocked out.
Look, I mean, I can kind of see what he's maybe thinking. Like his foot's in. And then he gets bashed when he's stepping in bounds.
Oh my goodness! That is the worst field goal we've ever seen. We're going to see that a lot in this league.
Yeah, you're going to see that a lot. That's absolutely right. I mean, you saw how fast that meter was moving.
Yeah.
This is obviously no Rulas. I don't know how good he's got a couple of abilities, but
yep.
Especially when you're from the hashes, it's not an easy kick. A 40-yarder in Madden is a chip shot. And this is going to be a lot.
Yeah, something I kind of learned only last night is that when you have a little bit of lag on an online game, that power meter is a big problem because it goes up so fast. It will go up into the red so quickly. So you have to really time it really well with the lag, or else it's going to be red. And when it's red, it's a guaranteed miss basically. So
pretty much, I think the Mega Leg or one of the abilities can.
Yeah.
Kind of combat it a little bit.
Bill does have mega leg, but it didn't really work there.
I think it was only silver, maybe bronze. Now, what's interesting here, we're seeing from Steele, if you notice, who's his quarterback? It's the backup, Dante Moore. He's benched Dylan Gabriel.
Yes.
Because he's left-handed and he's not that fast. So one of the best quarterbacks in the game, a Heisman favorite, is benched for Dante Moore.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, I only hated left-hand quarterbacks when I was very inexperienced at Madden, but after a long time, I think it doesn't really matter what his hand this is. You just got to make sure the play is flipped the right way, and you roll out the correct way. That's going to be a user pick? Phil Holmes with a great interception, and Phil once again on Steele's half of the field. Not what the Oregon Ducks were looking for in their first offensive play drive.
No, they came down here expecting a blowout, and they get turning the ball over on the missed field goal, and then great user from Phil. We know he's a good user. I think they did great work there, made him to the throw over the middle.
Absolutely, and yeah, I'm just so curious to see how well Phil does, how well he can do. Obviously, he's not like the worst user in the world, but he has the worst team in the world, as far as we have in the league.
The worst team in the world. Yeah, I mean,
so
I think he's going to be competitive.
He will.
He's always competitive.
I was thinking, I don't know if he can. Do you think he can get above 500 at least season 1?
I mean, based on what we've seen so far, I think so.
Absolutely.
The other thing I will say is this is probably the worst time to meet Phil, because wear and tear hasn't made any impact.
Yeah.
And once the JMU get down to their backup, there's less used to that, might be a bigger factor. He's also, again, he's played a ton, so he's coming into this probably a bit more experienced, played a bit more games than Steele. So I think this is probably the best time for Phil to play someone like Steele with such a team disadvantage.
Yep, and that corner route falls incomplete on 3rd and 6, and Phil is going for it. He's going to use his coach's decision in the first quarter. What do you think about this, Baz?
I think we're going to see High Council light up at some point with 4th down rules and people want to change it due to the field goals. I think he's got to go for it. I mean, it's pretty similar to the last one.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to go for it. Go for it. I bet he can only go for it so many times.
Yep, and he's able to convert it. Nice curl route there. Move the chains.
Yeah, and that's again. If he's like a fraction late, that probably gets knocked out because these Oregon corners are fast and they'll know, as we've seen already. And yeah, Finn's actually in chat saying Dylan Gabriel righty alt universe, not right righty alt. It's not Dylan Gabriel. It is in fact the backup Dante Moore. Just faster and right-handed.
Just pretty questionable from Steele. We'll definitely ask about that after the game, especially if
we can definitely ask him. I'm not totally shocked. The other thing I would say is Dylan Gabriel is a senior, and I think Dante's a sophomore. So, I mean, I guess you could redshirt him, and then you'd have him for a couple of seasons. Blah, blah, I don't know. But I think he's only going to have Dylan for 1 year, left-handed, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, definitely questionable. We might see, if he's got a few more throws like that, we might see Dylan make an appearance.
3rd and 9. We are in the second quarter now, so the field has flipped. Phil hits the running back on the speed route. Nice read there. It leads us to a 1st and goal.
Yeah, just keep marching, finding the open man. Can't knock it out when he's that open. And we're into the second quarter already. Steele's had the ball, 3 plays maybe. So, yeah, they're definitely playing into Phil's hands here.
And we got an I formation. Number 7 does not get many yards.
Yeah, running into his own lineman there, and that might be they're getting pushed back by this Oregon front. But again, he's on this red zone, pushing forward. I'm going to expect again it could be like a sort of 4-down situation here.
Yep, and a swing route to the left. I kind of like that play, but it didn't work there. Probably not a good idea to go on the short side, but 3rd and 8 at the 8-yard line. We have yet to have points in this game. Phil threatening with at least 3. See if he can get 7.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if that's the way it's normally run. The running back went really deep on that, really deep, and especially in the red zone like that, you don't want to go that deep.
Yeah.
Even once he's turning upfield, he doesn't even get a yard, and you get three defenders onto him because they're just so fast.
And he's just going to run it here. Adeo gets past the 5-yard line and leads to a 4th and goal. And is Phil going for it again?
He is going for it. I thought he was running it to get it into the middle of the field to make it easier field goal as well. Unless he could break it further. I mean, it's not an easy one by any means. This is still 4th and 4, right?
Yep. 4th and goal. Will we see the first touchdown of CFB history? Morris drops it. It is intercepted at the goal line. Alexander picks it off, and the Oregon Ducks take the football back.
Yeah, that's not a great throw in the end. I thought he was going to get pick 6 there. It looked clean. It looked clear for pick 6 and number 14. I don't know how he sped up. Number 14. Let's work out who that is. That is. I don't know. I can't figure it out. I'm too slow. There's number 18. Number 18, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Phil is also
And
streaming
here comes
this
Oregon.
Phil is also streaming this game at 480p. So, I don't know.
Well, welcome to England, Dan.
Yeah. I thought it was a me problem when I was looking at this laptop, but it's I guess it's not. So I apologize to the viewers at home.
Oh, let's go. We've got Warren here, too.
Warren.
Catch me up. I got a 0-0 barn burner, college football, no defense. What's going on?
So we had a Phil drive to start, and Phil drove. He had a field goal on 4th and 11, I think it was, and kicked it way left. Then Steele took over, threw a pick on his second pass attempt. Phil's taken over. He's driving down the field. 4th and goal. He throws a pick himself, and now you're all caught up.
He's in form already. This is good.
Yeah, this is Steele has played very sloppy so far. It's not been a good showing for him. Especially
One of the things I was thinking about is people, especially like Phil, not really understanding or watching college football and how it's just. I just saw a playmaker.
Yeah, it's a different game. Yeah, we just see our first playmaker. So.
You can't play this game like it's Madden. It's a completely different game, and I wonder if that's going to be, watching Phil play a couple of scrimmages. He's just been playing how he's played Madden, so I don't know if that's holding true now or,
For sure.
I think Phil's definitely been the better player to start. I think he's not been chewing the clock, but he's been having these kind of long drives, sort of 3, 4, 5 yards at a time. So that's why we're so close to halftime already, and Steele's barely touched the ball. But yeah, really interesting to see that first playmaker on 3rd and 12. Steele rolling out to the right and playmaker upfield. I'm just shocked to see that.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm surprised Steele's passing so much. If you have a superior team and you're struggling on offense, just run it. Just run inside zone. let your O-line take over. As he's gonna run a read option and that gets blown up. Good play by 9 playing the quarterback.
He's got running back, and he's benched his starting quarterback to put in the fast sort of scrambling type, and didn't work there, but I'm sure we'll see more of that.
I've only seen one drive, and Phil, Steele's just, I don't know what he's reading. Phil's rushing 3 guys. I mean, he's got all the time in the pocket, and it's just like panic rushing. Very odd. And Phil plays a very coverage type of defense, so you got to be able to, stand tight in the pocket or stand tall in the pocket, and so far, not seeing it.
And Steele does try a run there.
Awful run stick. Where are you? Oh, God.
Yeah.
So he benches like the 90-something overall quarterback for this guy and has 0 points at half. So far.
And once again, what would be an easy field goal in Madden is pretty impossible in college football, so it's going to be a coach's decision from Steele. 4th and 11. Throws it deep down the sideline. It is swatted away. Gains Madison football.
I mean, that wasn't open.
If he had any players interested in signing with Oregon after this game or the first half, he might get some offers rescinded.
Don't worry, with the polling logic, he'll probably be number 2 in the country after this game.
You're right.
As number 7, Adayi? Is that it?
Ayo Adeyi, the senior. He's got a star under him, so he's got to be good.
Yes.
And we have seen, as Warren was saying, Phil playing very similar to Madden. We've seen a lot of stretches out of Phil in this first half.
Yeah, definitely.
Quite successful with him.
Oh.
There's a multitude of runs that work. There's inside runs, outside runs, traps. There's especially in college football that I don't know if Phil hasn't played enough, but like 3 stretches in a row is like peak Phil. It's really annoying. It's really annoying to even I have to watch him do this in college football too. 12 attempts, 33 yards. Like that is diabolical. But if he gets out of this half with the lead, that's a win. Right? You're going against Oregon, one of the best teams in the game, and you're just stretching him to death. Like, God bless him.
Oh my God, it's 4 stretches in a row. Oh, God.
Yeah, and this is a big 3rd down here. If he does not get it to, like, 4th and 2, he has to punt it. So, as much as he'd love to go for it, 33 seconds to go in the half. He does hit the wide open man in the flat on the left side, gets out of bounds.
This is Phil's game plan, though, is it not? He knows his team's outmatched. He knows he's got to play really smart and really, really safe. I mean, I understand his first couple drives they didn't finish, but this is how he's going to have to compete. He doesn't have that player that can just take it to the house or that quarterback who can escape. So he's going to have to play very smart.
Absolutely, as the wheel route is hit for another first down. JMU calls their second time out of the half.
Yeah, do you have to call timeout there? The clock not stop? Am I wrong?
Yeah, you don't have to.
I don't know my college rules.
Yeah, I don't know my college rules. The clock would reset when the ball is set. So, it's not necessary to call a timeout there, but if you really want to just like call a good play, reset at the line, you don't have to do hurry up.
So it would be going now if you didn't call timeout, right? Okay.
Well, it would be going when the ball is set. So like at the 25-second mark at the play clock or something like.
Yes.
Something. So the like you can't take that long to call a play without a timeout.
Yeah, but if you've got an idea like I'm running this play, I'll snap it straight away.
Yeah.
You don't have to call your timeout. I got you.
Hey Dan, I watched back the Super Bowl broadcast with you and Cody last night, and literally everything I did, you guys were like, "Why is he doing this?"
Yeah.
Like every clock management, every like third, it was really funny.
The end of half sequence was pretty funny. I was telling Alex to run commit because I thought you were just gonna hurry up and run, and then you passed it, and then Cody's like, "Why does he go for it?" And then you're just defying the whole booth. It was funny.
Yeah, I don't even know what happened. It was just one of those like. I just tried to pick a play and get something off quick, and I caught him in a blitz. But
Bill is trying to beat the clock at the end of the half, and oh my God, he's able to.
He can take. Oh, he got it down to 1.
He got it to 1 second, thrown out of bounds. So
it was 13 seconds, and then he was like changing plays because he probably could have had time for 2 plays. But there we go. He's got the lead.
Yeah, a little bit mismanaged, and as you said, Boz, that timeout turned out to be very costly, and we have our first points of the game, finally, at halftime, 3-0. What do you guys think of the game so far?
It's, I think Steele's going to be very frustrated with that first half. He hasn't seen a ton of the ball, and when he has seen the ball, he hasn't done very much with it. And again, as I was saying, I think there's a lot of pressure compared to Madden with how important it is to get these wins and rack them up early. So I think we're really going to need to see a big second half out of him. But Phil's played well with the team that he's got.
Yeah, Steele needs this win. He's ranked Oregon's 4th. He needs this win. Like, he cannot be coming out and losing a yard. He has to figure out an offense. Like, he's going to go from ranked 4th to, like, I don't even know. Like, this is a must-win game 1. You know what I mean? You can't. We don't know how it's going to go. We don't know who's going to make the playoffs. But, like, if you start off against JMU and take an L, that's awful.
Absolutely, and
Yeah,
just looking
I
at Steele's
absolutely agree.
schedule, it's you got to play some really good teams, tough users. And he's got Matt next week, USC. He's got Boise State Broncos. Like, if you can't get by James Madison, how are you going to beat Boz at the Blue Field in Boise
Hey,
State?
yeah, he's come to the blue field. He's at JMU Field right now, and he's putting up a stinker. He comes to the blue field. You know, who knows what's going to happen?
3rd and 7 for Moore. Dylan Gabriel sitting on the bench saying, "What did I do for coach to bench me?" And he's gonna throw. Nice read there. Hits the corner out, I guess, for a first down.
And here we go. He gets the first down.
Dylan Gabriel has to have some sort of like mental abilities, no? Like
He
on
does.
the road, like you're.
He's got like them all. He's
So you're
really
willingly going to. Wow. Yeah, I mean it's definitely a steal move. So.
good. He's got whatever the Omaha one where
It's almost as
he's
bad as a
defense
B-town.
for a second.
Right?
Yeah, I was saying before, Warren, I was like, I used to hate the left-handed quarterbacks, but that was like when I was really new and dog shit at Madden. Like, being like more experienced, like if you've been playing Madden for years, there should be no problem with having a lefty, in my opinion. You just got to make sure you flip the play if you got to roll out or whatever, roll out to the left instead of the right. But there shouldn't be an issue.
No, and I mean, still pick this team. So like, you pick a team with a great quarterback, and you're like, nah, I'm good. So
Yeah, he's left-handed before.
very odd.
Yeah, Connor says both of these offenses are Madden coded. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we haven't really seen anyone like open it up. Like it's very, very, very. They're playing like the first half of a Super Bowl.
Yeah, speaking of the Super Bowl, we got more viewers in the Super Bowl, which is pretty unsim.
Because that was actually it was another quarterback that was in for that last play. That was Luke Moga in, so that is the freshman quarterback for Oregon.
69 overall.
So we're playing. You know, Dylan's over there. We've got 2 quarterbacks in ahead of him.
As he's going to hit the flat on the right side. So Steele, struggling on offense all day, has finally gotten into scoring territory. And I guess this has been a good drive. Finally has an opportunity here.
Definitely best.
It's like the Kenny Pickett special. This man is just throwing 2-yard passes. I mean, it's working. So Phil's gonna, let him drive. The more plays your opponent runs against you, the more plays or chances for a fumble, for a pick, for anything. So if I'm Phil, I'm in a good spot still.
More play action, rolls out for no reason, and is sacked. 3rd and 10.
Is this guy stupid? Moore's only 79 speed.
I don't know what Gabriel's speed is.
His other guy, he has another quarterback who's 90 speed. Gabriel's 81 speed.
Okay,
this is an all-time L. Like,
yeah, Gabriel has the best mental abilities too. He's got Road Dog, Platinum, Headstrong.
Fan favorite, Road Dog, Headstrong.
I mean, look at the Stadium Pulse. It's maxed out.
Yeah, well, when you're
Gabriel
playing
hit that
James
pass.
Madison, it's not going to really affect you. But
look, increase composure gains on the road, and then the
running back was open too there.
yeah,
This was so bad.
missed the running back, and now it's a 45-yard field goal, and he misses it. So,
They're just.
Dude, I love this.
They're hard to hit.
I love this. This is so like it's not like when I was playing last night, I just crossed midfield. They're like, oh, Jake Elliott's in field goal range. There's no guarantees here. This is such an ugly game. Like, this is one of the ugliest things I've ever seen, but it's like the most entertaining because of it. If this was a 3-0 Madden, we'd all be like, I'm turning this off.
Yeah. I love
this
this
is so
Warren.
bad, but it's so funny.
I've always wanted like field goals to be so hard in Madden. I've said it in chat a million times, and like I think that for a competitive standpoint, it's more fun because you just don't know like if you're in range or not, and like now you have to be more aggressive in the red zone because you want to make it as easy as possible.
Madden's too forgiving, right?
Absolutely.
If you're off a lot, sometimes it still goes in. You're like, oh, okay. Like,
100%.
I guess I'm good.
Now, Phil, we were talking about how offense is so easy in this game. We're going to see some very high scoring games. People are saying we're going to see 100 points in some games. It is 3-0 in almost the fourth
and
quarter.
this would be a game that you would identify as one of those high scoring games. You've got the huge gulf in team quality with a good user as Oregon. I mean, Warren can kind of refute that, I suppose, a bit, but a good issue that it's viewed as, and yeah, it's 3-0.
Yeah.
And if you're Steele, like it's fourth down, right? So he's gonna get the ball back, but he's got 0 points with 1:09 left in the third. You're Oregon. You literally took the team. All that crying about, oh, I got Tennessee. Oh, I got this bad team. Oh, I'm mad and I get the worst picks. You picked your team. You got 0 points against JMU, the literal worst team.
Yep. Yeah, this is not a good look, and Steele's gonna have to answer a lot of questions, and he's got to go back to the drawing board. Win or lose. I mean,
Al, you're right. The recruits are going to go JMU. They're going to get those blue collar type players, just hard nosed.
Play action for more, rolling out again and throws it out of bounds.
He's got to get this kid more off the field.
Yeah.
You got 0 points with him. Get the other guy in the game. Figure it out. Also, going to single back bunch there, that's 100% a play action.
Yeah.
You're not outsmarting anyone. Like, all Steele has done is run inside zone at a shotgun or throw you quick flat passes. Missing open guy. This is great. I love it. I love seeing Steele struggle. It's one of my favorite things.
Yeah, Phil's doing a good job with the QB contains, and Steele's just rolling out and getting really nervy.
Phil's defense it's really annoying in that sense that he doesn't really change what he does. So you just have to figure out what's open and make good reads because he's not changing anything. He's going to run the same things pretty much the entire game. And so far, still doesn't have an answer.
And another play action, and he's blown up.
And that is again the freshman quarterback there. That is Luke Moga.
I mean, that
defense. Are we going to see him?
That defense did not pull for the run. He got hit by 3 people at the same time. Oh my goodness. This kid's head's in a blender.
Connor in chat saying, "Run the damn ball, you're Oregon." Playing James Madison.
Oh my god. Yeah, why is it in play action so much? I don't know, Cloud. That's a good point. You might just want to hot route that running back to a block because
Steele's offensive line. Because
he's playing Madden.
89, 82, 83, 84, and 91 overall, and he's getting. And JMU's actually dog walking him right now.
I mean, look at the fans. They're up on their feet. They're stomping.
Oh, there's Gabriel. Gabriel's
there
in the field. First play.
Wear and tear. Watch out.
And we are going to enter the fourth quarter on a punt from Oregon. James Madison is leading 3-0.
Yo, Matt's right. He's gonna get the fire call and then get a sim loss, but just get better stats than whatever he's putting up now. This might be the all-time worst offensive performance. If you guys right now, if you're Steele, what are you guys doing? Assuming he gets this or assuming he doesn't, what is your fourth quarter game plan?
Well, regardless, he's breaking the rules. I think he's already done it. So we are.
So which quarterback's getting suspended?
Can I go the way you're down on the fourth?
Oh no, he is down in the fourth. You're correct.
Down in the fourth. So.
What am I saying?
I mean, he's down a lot.
And he's intercepted, and he might be down a little bit more because Holmes intercepts the football. And is this going to be the first touchdown? No, it is not. It is not a pick six. Honestly, Boz, when I said he was about to going for it illegally, I saw 3-0. And my brain just couldn't believe it's the fourth quarter.
I just want to give a shout out to number 7 there, Evans here. He's been out there all day, wide receiver, and he's chasing down and save a touchdown there. I mean, that's hard. That's hard out of the junior wide receiver.
Play action number 9 scores the very first touchdown for James Madison, and an extra point away to be 10-0.
Steele has a 97 speed free safety. He's got a 99 speed corner. He literally has one of the fastest teams I've ever seen and 0 points. This is You know how he was going to quit Madden because I beat him in the playoffs and he stinks? He might now quit this game. Like, he now might have no games to play after this. 10-0 against JMU on the road, ranked number 4. He needs a drive.
Yeah, this is more.
Back to the,
I can't
just
think
go back
of
to the
a
tier
more.
list here, and Oregon were placed second tier playoff race, and JMU were they weren't quite the bottom dwellers.
Yeah,
but they were ranked in the mid tier, the very last team there. So.
Yeah, thank you, Boz. I was literally just about to pull that up because we have to revisit those tiers now.
I'm surprised the Stadium Pulse isn't higher right now. This fan should be cooking. This is like
they're not worried anymore.
True.
They're up 2 possessions. They think the game's over. You know?
Gabriel's out of the game too now.
Yeah, Gabriel is out of the game and Moga just threw a dime. So
that's the fast guy he put in, which is again like since the patch they nerfed quarterback running. The speed is not as good as it was.
Yeah.
So you're not going to just get by with scrambling around. And we know Steele likes to scramble, but it's got to be calculated. His pocket's been really, really bad this game. He does a much better job in Madden with the pocket presence. So I don't know what's going on.
Absolutely.
He could be lagging his ass off too. Let's not put that past anybody.
All right, Dylan Gabriel back in the game. He's got a snowflake next to his name, so that indicates he's a cold player.
Sucks.
He must have the fast guy in for certain formations.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, didn't Dylan transfer here for this season? Wasn't he at somewhere else? He's transferred here, and they still decided, nah, we'll just bench him.
I have no idea. He's going to hit the screen to the one player that is hot, and that's Holmes. For some reason, he's hot.
I'd like to see some open, like, ball carrier moves. Like, get a spin, get a juke, do something. Like, you have one-on-one with a much lower-rated player. Like, I'm surprised we didn't see anything there. He just kind of just took it.
2nd and 9, 5 minutes to go. 10-0, James Madison. Dylan Gabriel drops back to throw. Hits, though. It is a bad throw on the comeback route.
Gabriel's cold. He's cold. That's what happens. Look, you guys want realism? Everyone wants, this or that. Like, legitimately, this guy has been benched 85 times this game, and now you want him to throw a deep comeback route. Like,
his confidence is gone. It is completely.
His ratings must be so bad if he paused right now. It's got to be like just like a kicker playing quarterback. Like,
there's a pulse back. Third down, critical third down. They're back on their feet.
Yep, and he hits James in the flat, and you cannot kick a field goal here. There's no way to bring up a field goal unit, so you have to go for it.
He's reading so short to long instead of long to short. Like, this is wild. And he's probably going to verts or something silly.
And your QB can't even hit a drag. I don't blame him at this point. 4th and 7. He's got trips to the left-hand side on the short side. Dylan Gabriel throws it. Intercepted! Number 2. Does he take it all the way? I'm not sure anyone's going to catch him. Does number 7 do at the 2-yard line?
That's it, sure. That's so much hard. 2 tackles in the game. I don't know how many catches. He's got 2 tackles, though.
Is this an all-time Dylan Gabriel? Is this an all-time worst performance? Like an all-timer?
Yeah, this
He's
is
got 99 awareness, 97 short, 92 medium, 89 deep, and he. Oh my God! Hey, we are so back. This is wonderful. This is so wonderful. All these games are just going to be so much fun.
You know what we really miss with the without Neon and exports is the exported game summaries. When everyone sees the scores and they laugh at the scores.
And the game scores
we might have to
themselves,
put them,
to be honest.
yeah, we might have to put those in manually because we got to keep the league informed of who wins.
Yeah, we need to react to something, right?
Mm-hmm.
It'd be nice if we get the. I know it's probably too many, but if we can get like the emojis for each team. I don't know what we'd have to do to get that though.
Yeah, I mean, I have Nitro and
Probably
I'm on
the
the college
32
football
users,
subreddit,
I
so.
would think. I don't know how many slots we've got free.
But yeah, we probably have to boost the server to get a lot more.
That's fine. I'll boost it.
Let me have a look.
4th and goal.
One of the things-
Honestly, he should go for it. I don't know why he's kicking this field goal. I mean, he's going to
Get
get still
some
better
field goal
field position.
practice. Get some field goal practice, you know?
I mean, one of the things Phil will need to do is work on his offense. I mean,
Yeah.
13 points. I mean, you know, he's winning, but that's a takeaway for him from this game. But I mean, I like everything I've seen defensively out of Phil so far. Again, he's just very steady. He doesn't blitz, doesn't really do too much, but still has not been able to figure it out. And you know, you notice Phil's jumping all the short routes.
Mm-hmm.
If Steele goes second level or does like a deep cross or a tight end, cross or something, it's probably going to be wide open, but I don't think that's even in his brain right now.
Just to answer your question, we've got 61 slots available for emojis, so we can do at least 32.
Alrighty. We're getting college football teams before NFL teams. That's so sick. Hold.
Be boosted. How much? How does that work?
I don't know for sure.
Yeah, you have to pay like a certain amount of money a month to boost it. It's like you have to consistently boost it. But if you are Nitro, you do get a boost, a free boost. So I use my Nitro boost on Better League, obviously, and a few other people do.
Yeah, we can have a look at it. I mean, the JMU defenders are sticking to some of the receivers here.
But Steele trying to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, if I do level 1, it's 100 emoji slots.
69 overall quarterback gets sacked. 5 sacks for the JMU defense. This is your 4 or 5-star offensive linemen are not doing well.
Guys, this is the first game we're seeing in college football. This is one of the bigger upsets you'll see regardless of anything. And the score is 13-0 in a no defensive game. 2 minutes left. Like, this is everything I thought it would be. Like, this is perfect.
Yeah, this is hilarious. This is legendary. 3rd and 17. Dylan Gabriel back in the game. Launches it as far as he can, and Stewart falls down with it. Down to mid.
That's my guy.
That's an Oregon play. No one was open, dude. No one was open.
Oh, no, they weren't.
Evan Stewart, the junior, 6'0", 175 pounds. He's got a lot of abilities and was able to make the nice catch there. And Stewart back. Does not get the first down. I'll probably see a hurry up now. We will.
Yeah, you gotta get that first to stop the clock, right?
Absolutely, for the clock.
Doesn't matter if you're trying to juke and stuff. Just get that first.
Yeah, in college football, more than Madden, that's very important. And Holden does get out of bounds, so Steele can kind of reset and call his best play. The game is not entirely over. He's got all 3 timeouts, so he will have the opportunity to stop Phil on defense. And with college football clock stoppages, it's real possibility.
Are also a thing in this game, so it's not. I've seen some crazy things.
And Boga again pressure.
You gotta get Dylan back in there. You gotta swap these formations out.
That was just a straight cover 0, and he did not see anything.
If you had Gabriel in there, you'd see what's coming.
That'd be.
And Gabriel back in the game, no longer a snowflake.
This is so great.
And
this is such great.
He gets sacked again.
Number 6.
Dude, Phil's just blitzing the dog shit out of this kid. Like, get this Oregon team off the field and send him back. And this is so bad.
Oh, is that 7 sacks on the game?
Dylan Gabriel, by the way, has sleight of hand, which he's got gold, which is a boost for play action. And guess what? All Steele done is run play action and get sacked with the other quarterback. So.
Yeah, with his backups.
Everyone but Dylan.
4th and 21 after the drop. I think that was dropped on that deep crosser.
I couldn't see because I think he got a hand on it.
Yeah, he got a hand, but no completion. 4th and 21, and I'm going to declare this the ball game if he does not get it. Dylan Gabriel drops back, throws the streak route, caught for a touchdown. Wow, that was interesting there. What do you think about that, guys?
That's Terrence Ferguson, the big tight end. He's too big for safeties, too big for cornerbacks. He's too fast for linebackers. Steele's back in this game. We're one onside kick away.
We'll see if he does onside. Yep, he will. Number 92. Interesting number for a kicker. Kicks it high and bounces it. And it is James Madison football.
Still not over. 3 timeouts. 3 timeouts.
Best
We
case
believe.
scenario, Steele gets some pretty poor field position, but it is not over. 3 timeouts. 1 first down ends it, practically speaking. Phil, halfback stretch. And we see our first timeout from the Oregon Ducks.
No surprise to see that play call from Phil.
You think he should be more aggressive, more conservative?
If there was like a jet sweep or something, this would be the time.
And there it is, a jet
You can
touch pass. And it's a loss of 1.
Never mind.
Good, good coverage there from
Call Warren Tony Romo.
the Oregon
I'm
Ducks.
just saying, like, there's so many different things, but Phil's playbook looks very conventional. Looks very like pro style. You don't see a lot of trickery or things like that.
No, not a lot of stuff. Does look very much like a Madden.
Yeah.
Playbook.
He's spending 20 seconds probably just to pick stretch.
Yes, certainly. You are not wrong. And that's a 4th and 5, and he's going to punt it. He legally can go for it because this is a seal the game opportunity, but we'll see if he's thinking about it.
To your point before, he could have went for it on 4th down and sealed the game, but he took the 3. So we'll kind of see how that plays into this last drive.
Absolutely. Going back to that 4th
What
down.
would you do? You'd go for it, wouldn't you?
In Madden, I'm punting this 100%. But in college football, this is interesting because of the clock stoppages on 1st down.
I mean, it's 39 seconds, no timeouts. Even in Madden, this isn't like over.
No.
Especially,
You just need literally just send a couple of streaks, send a deep cross, and just pray your guy Phil doesn't user it. And that's just buy time. That's the only thing he's got. And he's going to go 5 wide, which could potentially cause problems if Phil brings pressure.
Pick a team that you'd want. It's probably a team with a quarterback like this.
Billy Gabriel, he's going to test him with speed. Stewart catches it 1st down at the 15-yard line. Oh, my.
Number 7.
Oh, my
Heavens,
goodness.
And
Steele.
we can't be in cover 2. We can't be in cover 2 there. That's like the worst possible call.
Absolutely. Steele knocking on the door. Gabriel throws it to Holden inbound, so the clock is going to tick. Tick. Well, the clock does stop. It's kind
That's because Steele's picked his play.
It's a little glitchy.
That's just a game thing.
Yeah, it's a game thing. He
So
can take a little bit more time.
play.
Phil in man coverage, interesting. He's going to go into the end zone, knocked out. So
Wow.
6 seconds to go. You got
Gabriel's hot now. He gets 1 completion, and he's...
got about 2 plays at most here. And you can't
I don't
really
like
get...
the man coverage. I think that's wild. We see a quick post or something, that's an easy touchdown.
Yeah.
Especially with the skill difference.
So here we go, 3rd and
Short,
6. This is
definitely.
the
Can't
ball
be
game
anything
right
short.
here. From the 11-yard line, Dylan Gabriel, hot routing, all over the place in the empty gun. What does he have in store? Takes the snap, has time, and throws it away for a field goal.
That was a good throwaway. The guy was right on him. Can't take a sack there.
He had nothing,
Didn't
absolutely.
Really see anything open.
If he watches that back, if he can run that, Phil's going to run the same defense. You could run that corner. He had the corner on the right side. Obviously didn't have the time, but
Well,
Phil's user needs to not drop so low. Play at the goal line. Do not come down.
and the final play of the game. Dylan Gabriel. He is hot now. 6 on the play clock. 5 on the play clock. Finally snaps it. Gabriel intercepted by number 27. And the James Madison Dukes are going to win the first college football game in Better League history. 13-7. Congratulations to Phil.
He would have been so sick if he lost that. To fight that whole game. I mean, what an awful display of offense by both teams. But when it comes down to it, it comes down to 1 or 2 plays. Steele, struck first with that deep bomb, and then Phil tightened up around the goal line. So a good game by both guys.
Yeah, props to Steele for fighting his way back into this game, but Phil clearly dominated this game for the first 3.5 quarters. And let's see if we get anyone in the booth here.
If you looked at Ollie Gordon's player card, he's got like 5 platinum abilities.
Yeah.
He might be the best player in this game.
He is. Shame nobody took OK State, because he's really, really good. So if we do not get anyone, we don't have anyone in the booth yet, but 18 viewers. Thank you everyone for showing up. Oh boy, do we have someone?
Phil's here.
JMU. Woo! Oh my god, my heart is like going like a fucking train right now. Oh.
Good win.
Phil.
Football.
A good win.
College football.
The number 4 ranked team.
Woo! Jesus fuck. Yeah, I mean, the game felt really weird. It felt like really slow. But I mean, and I was worried I went too conservative. Like, I think at the end, I was like, should I go for this 4th down? But I mean, like, my defense had just been doing stuff all game. So I was like, well, trust him. And his touchdown was fucking bullshit. That almost tilted me. And then he had that big, long reception at the end as well. So, whew. Yeah, did you enjoy the game?
Yeah, we enjoyed it for sure. We had a lot of viewers, 21 now in the post game. So,
Jesus.
James Madison win the first game. So, Phil, I just have to ask, coming in, I'm sure you considered yourself a big underdog with the team gap. You felt pretty outmatched, I'm sure. How did you go into this game? How did you feel going in? Did you think you were going to come out with a win? And when did you gain some confidence and go through your game plan? Just take us through that. Just take us through your mindset.
I mean, I didn't think I was going to win. I was like, yeah, there's no fucking way. All I was hoping for, right, was just to not get absolutely blown out with him running up the score on me. I think my thinking was the only way I stood a chance was if he tried to sort of go out like trying to stat pad on me and then made some mistakes and I got out to a lead. But he actually played a lot more conservative than I thought he would. And yeah, I think my D line just decided to actually do something, which helped quite a lot. I mean, my game plan was basically mainly just to run the ball, like make it a really slow game where he feels a bit of pressure if it's like tight. Running the ball just didn't fucking work. I was going backwards most of the time and then getting 3rd downs passing. But yeah, the game plan was play slow, hope he fucks up, which kind of went out the window where, I mean, he did fuck up. But yeah. Didn't think I was going to win. No way.
Boz, do you have any questions?
Nothing I think of right now. I got more deal if I'm honest, but I don't think he's going to show up. Just that's a great win. What's your target for this year? Going into it, obviously, you've got a team that's not as good overall rating wise. What was your target? How many wins you could get, bowl game, things like that.
Bowl games, fuck off, mate. Yeah, I mean, before Connor messed up the he didn't mess up the schedule. Obviously, that's misspeaking. Like before EA fucked up the schedule, so it made it impossible for Connor to do his job. I was hoping to get maybe like 3 or 4 wins, so like 2 CPU wins, and then maybe win 1 or 2 of my out of conference games. When I checked my conference this morning, I was like, oh my fucking god, because I'm playing Michigan, Ohio State, Oregon, Minnesota and Wisconsin. What the fuck is this? So I was looking at the season being like, if I come away beating Nick, that's a good season, especially if that's an away game. But yeah, I mean, now fucking going national championship, that's where we're going.
Oh, let's go. I love that. Warren, do you have any questions?
Yeah, Phil. First of all, that was an extremely entertaining game. It was like I tuned in. I think like mid-second, and the score was like 0-0, and it just was like disaster, field goal after disaster, field goal after everything. At what point in the game did you feel like, oh, I'm actually in this, and not only am I actually in this, I legitimately have a chance, because Steele's offense looked completely horrific, and that's credit to your defense, and your guys really all rallied to the ball. So was there a point where you said, oh, you know what, I can take this?
I mean, it wasn't until I got the pick six. Was it pick six when I went 10-0 up? I think it was.
Not a pick six. You got tackled at like the 4 or 5 yard line.
Oh yeah, and I got that. I got the drag, and like I kind of got a lucky blocking animation at the end of the drag. Yeah. So when I got that, I was like, oh my god, I can fucking do this. And then like when I got before that I didn't have any beliefs to it. I was like 3-0 up. I was like, I'm not gonna win. He's gonna just figure it out soon. So, yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Certainly.
Yeah, it was a great game, very entertaining. Thank you so much, Phil, for joining us. Thank you, Boz and Warren, for hopping in. This was a really good broadcast for the first game ever in college football. Phil, you have the title belt. Whoever, so you'll hold it for as long as you keep winning, and then it gets passed along. Yep,
I never lose.
Maybe you'll never lose. Who knows? But thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I'm Dan. We're going to see some more Better League Network definitely for the rest of the night, and more tomorrow, and as we continue on in college football. It's a very exciting time in BL. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and see you around.